I used to own 24 handbags. Most sat unused, gathering dust, too heavy, too trendy, or just not practical anymore. After turning 60, I realized I didn't need more, I needed better. So I downsized by 50%. Now, I have just 12 bags that are beautiful, functional, and fit my life perfectly. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through how I made those decisions, which bags I kept, and the simple questions that helped me let go without regret. If you're looking to simplify your style and lighten your life, this might be the nudge you've been waiting for. If your closet feels cluttered, or you've ever stood there wondering which bag actually works for your day, you're not alone. Many of us hold on to purses that no longer fit our lifestyle, too bulky, too heavy, or simply not practical. As we get older, what we carry and how we carry it matters more. But often, we're still choosing bags based on our past routines, not our current needs. That disconnect can leave us feeling frustrated or weighed down, literally and emotionally. The good news? A few simple shifts can make a big difference. Today, I'll walk you through my simplified handbag collection, downsized, intentional, and perfect for every day. Life after 60. I'll show you why I kept each one, how I chose function and comfort over pressure and trends, and the simple mindset shift that helped me let go without guilt. If you've been holding on to bags that no longer serve you, this might inspire a fresh start. And be sure to stay until the end. I'll reveal the one bag I nearly gave away, but now use more than any other. A. My downsizing criteria. Letting go with clarity, confidence, and care. When I first decided to downsize my handbag collection, I didn't expect it to be so emotional. After all, they were just bags, or so I thought. But as I began pulling them from closets, drawers, and dust bags, I realized something. I wasn't just sorting through leather and fabric. I was sorting through seasons of my life. Who I was, who I thought I needed to be, and who I've finally grown into. Some bags were reminders of my career years, large, structured totes that could carry everything from work documents to backup heels. Others were gifts, souvenirs, or impulse buys, each with their own little story. But most hadn't been touched in months, some in years. That's when I knew I needed a real system. Not just, do I like this? Or did I pay a lot for it? I needed clear, thoughtful, and honest criteria that matched my life now. Not the version of me that once needed 3 outfit changes in a day. So I sat down with a cup of tea and asked myself, what actually makes a handbag work for me at this stage of life? What helps me feel lighter, more confident, and less cluttered? And that's how I came up with these 5 simple, but powerful criteria. I call it my Simplify After 60 rule for handbags. 1. Lightweight, because comfort comes first now. This was the first and most non-negotiable filter. If a bag felt heavy before I even added my essentials, wallet, phone, glasses, lip balm, it was an automatic no. In my younger years, I would carry around big, heavy shoulder bags stuffed with everything just in case. Back then, it was a badge of honor to be prepared. But now, carrying a heavy bag for an hour can throw off my neck and shoulders for the rest of the day. It's just not worth it anymore. So I picked up each bag, empty, and paid attention to how my shoulder reacted. Was there tension? Did it pull to one side? Did I instinctively shift my weight to adjust? If so, that bag went straight into the donation pile, no matter how beautiful or expensive it was. Now, I gravitate toward lighter materials, nylon, canvas, soft pebbled leather. I also avoid bags with heavy chains, metal details, or stiff frames. My go-to bags now feel like an extension of me, not something I have to brace myself to carry. 2. Easy to open zippers and functional compartments. Let's be honest, some bags are beautiful but practically impossible to use. Tiny zippers, stiff openings, awkward flaps, or hidden pockets that even I couldn't find again. They were more stressful than stylish. These days, I don't want to fumble at the grocery store, trying to unzip a compartment with one hand. I don't want to dig around endlessly for my keys at the bottom of a cavernous tote. I want ease, function, simplicity. So I opened every bag and asked, can I unzip this smoothly with one hand? Can I see what's inside without turning the whole thing upside down? Are the compartments actually helpful, or just confusing? Bags that required 2 hands, a magnifying glass, or a wrestling match didn't make the cut. I favored bags with wide openings, secure but simple closures, and clearly divided compartments. It made a huge difference, not just in function, but in my overall peace of mind. Now, I know where everything is. I don't hold up lines or lose time. My handbag works for me, not against me. 3. Neutral tones and versatile patterns. At one point, I had bags in nearly every color: red, teal, floral prints, metallic finishes. And while they were fun to look at, the truth was, I rarely used them. They just didn't go with much. I'd stand in front of the mirror trying to make a bright purple bag work with a beige cardigan, and 9 times out of 10, I'd give up and grab my old reliable black one. So this time around, I asked, does this bag go with at least 80% of what I wear now? If the answer was no, I let it go. I kept soft neutrals: camel, gray, navy, taupe, and black. I also allowed a few subtle patterns that added texture without clashing. Think tone-on-tone weaves or gentle plaids, something that gave visual interest, but still felt grounded. The benefit? I no longer waste time second-guessing. Every bag I own now blends seamlessly with my wardrobe. Getting dressed is easier. I feel more pulled together. And strangely, I don't feel limited at all. In fact, I feel more stylish because everything just works. 4. Separate special occasion from everyday. This was a major mindset shift. I used to expect my bags to be everything: casual but classy, big but sleek, functional but formal. And it just didn't work. The truth is, different days require different bags. So I gave myself permission to separate my collection into 2 categories: everyday bags for errands, lunch dates, and regular outings. Special occasion bags for weddings, dinners, holidays, and events. Then I got ruthless about quantity. I kept 3 everyday bags: 1 tote, 1 crossbody, and 1 shoulder bag. That's all I truly need. Then I allowed myself 2 special occasion bags: 1 classic black clutch with a soft sheen, and 1 silver wristlet with a simple clasp. Anything beyond that, it went. No more just-in-case bags for events that never come. Now, each bag has a clear purpose. I don't feel guilty for not using something. I use what I love, and I love what I use. 5. The golden rule: if it caused pain, or I hadn't used it in a year, it had to go. This was my final test, and the most freeing of all. I stood in front of a mirror and tried every bag on. If it slipped, tugged, pulled, or felt wrong within a few minutes, I knew it was no longer meant for me. Life is too short for uncomfortable accessories. Then I asked, have I used this bag in the past year? Not thought about using it. Not intended to use it. Actually used it, packed it, carried it, lived with it. If not, I let it go. Even the ones that were gifts. Even the ones with maybe one day written all over them. I chose to value my now more than my someday. What I thought would be a chore became one of the most empowering experiences of the year. I felt lighter, freer, and strangely more stylish with fewer bags. Every piece I kept now earns its place. It supports my daily life, respects my body, and fits seamlessly with who I am today. If you're thinking about downsizing, start with these 5 questions. Be honest, be gentle, and remember, you're not letting go of the past. You're making room for the version of yourself that deserves ease, elegance, and freedom now. You don't need 24 bags to feel prepared. Sometimes, a dozen well-chosen ones can feel like more than enough. B. The final 12 bags. Practical, beautiful, and purposefully chosen after downsizing. After using my downsizing criteria, comfort, function, style, and emotional clarity, I was left with a collection of just 12 handbags. But I'll tell you something surprising. This less feels like more. Every bag that remained had a purpose, a reason, a role in my day-to-day life. Nothing just for show. Nothing collecting dust. Here's what stayed and why. 1 to 3. The everyday essentials. These are the bags I reach for the most. They're dependable, comfortable, and designed to move with me, not slow me down. 1. The soft crossbody. Type: medium-sized crossbody. Use case: daily errands, grocery store, walks. Feature highlight: lightweight nylon, wide adjustable strap, easy front zipper. This is my absolute go-to bag. It's soft enough to hug against my body but structured enough to hold its shape. It fits my phone, small wallet, glasses, and keys. Nothing more, nothing less. The wide strap never digs into my shoulder, and I can adjust it to sit exactly where I want. The front zipper pocket is a game changer for quick access to hand sanitizer or my list. This is the bag I didn't know I needed, but now can't imagine living without. 2. The everyday tote. Type: slouchy leather tote. Use case: shopping, doctor's appointments, meetups. Feature highlight: soft pebbled leather, deep side pockets, magnetic closure. This tote is a bit roomier, which I appreciate when I have extra things to carry, like a book, cardigan, or paperwork. The leather is soft and forgiving, which means it doesn't feel stiff or bulky. I especially love the side pockets. They keep my phone and glasses within easy reach without getting lost in the shuffle. And the magnetic closure? So much easier than zippers when my hands are full. 3. The classic shoulder bag. Type: mid-size shoulder bag. Use case: church, casual dinners, family events. Feature highlight: flat base for standing upright. Easy clasp, medium width straps. This one adds a bit of polish. It's neutral, taupe with gold hardware, but it instantly makes any outfit feel finished. I love it for church or lunches where I want to look a little more put together. It stands up on its own, opens wide, and doesn't fall off my shoulder when I walk. It's understated, but elegant. 4 to 6. The travel and outing trio. Traveling doesn't require a dozen bags. These 3 do it all, with comfort and security in mind. 4. The anti-theft travel crossbody. Type: slim, secure crossbody. Use case: travel, public transport, city walks. Feature highlight: slash-proof strap, locking zippers, RFID blocking pocket. I call this my peace of mind bag. It's not flashy, but when I'm traveling, whether it's across town or across the state, it gives me a sense of security. The slash-proof strap can't be cut, and the zippers actually lock into place. There's also an RFID blocking pocket inside to protect cards from being scanned. It's incredibly light, lies flat against the body, and makes me feel safe without sacrificing convenience. 5. The foldable nylon tote. Type: lightweight foldable tote. Use case: day trips, market visits, backup bag for travel. Feature highlight: folds flat, water-resistant, top zipper. This little wonder folds down into the size of a wallet, but opens up into a full-size tote. It's perfect as a backup when I'm out and end up buying something unexpected, or for travel when I want to carry snacks, water, or layers. It's wipeable, weather-friendly, and so light you barely know you're carrying it. 6. The elegant backpack purse. Type: small convertible backpack. Use case: long walks, light hiking, hands-free travel. Feature highlight: converts to crossbody, lightweight straps, hidden back pocket. This is the most surprising addition to my collection. I never thought I'd carry a backpack again, but this one changed my mind. It's small, sleek, and doesn't look like I'm off to school. It evenly distributes weight and is great for days when I know I'll be walking more. The hidden pocket in the back is perfect for valuables. It's stylish but supportive and makes longer outings feel effortless. 7 to 9. The occasion set. These are the bags I save for moments when a little elegance goes a long way. 7. The classic black clutch. Type: structured clutch. Use case: weddings, funerals, formal dinners. Feature highlight: snap closure, optional wrist strap, discreet size. This one's timeless. I've had it for over a decade, and it's the only clutch I need. It's just big enough for lipstick, ID, and tissues, and that's all I wanted to carry. The wrist strap is helpful for dancing or events where I want to keep my hands free. 8. The soft silver wristlet. Type: small wristlet. Use case: holiday gatherings, birthdays, anniversaries. Feature highlight: metallic finish, inside card slots, zip closure. This adds a touch of sparkle without being over the top. It fits easily into my larger bags and doubles as a wallet. But on special occasions, I use it solo. It's lightweight and easy to carry, and the silver tone pairs beautifully with navy, black, or deep jewel tones. 9. The vintage heirloom purse. Type: small structured handbag. Use case: tea parties, themed events, or sentimental days. Feature highlight: stiff handle, clasp closure. Elegant design from the 1960s. This one isn't just a bag, it's a memory. It was my mother's, and I wear it on days I want to feel close to her. While I don't use it often, it earned its place because it brings me joy and connects me to my roots. That, to me, is worth keeping. C. What I let go of. Releasing what no longer fits your life, with grace and clarity. When I first stood in front of all my handbags, lined up like old acquaintances waiting to be evaluated, I thought letting go would feel like losing something. I expected guilt, hesitation, and maybe even regret. But instead, I found peace. Not because it was easy, but because it was honest. After choosing the 12 bags that truly served me, I turned to the rest, and this time, I saw them clearly. Not as beloved treasures, but as items that had quietly been draining my space, energy, and sometimes even my comfort. Here's what didn't make the cut, and why. 1. Heavy designer totes. I'll start with the obvious, the heavy hitters. Literally, I had several large, high-end designer totes. They were beautiful, structured leather, shiny hardware, logos embossed just so. The kind of bags that used to make me feel put together when I walked into a room. But here's the thing, those bags weighed a ton, even when empty. I'd sling one over my shoulder for brunch, and by the time I got home, my neck was stiff and my shoulder was aching. And they weren't practical. Most didn't have enough compartments, or the straps would slide constantly, or the zippers were oddly stiff. But for years, I kept them anyway, because of what they represented. Status, sophistication, value. But none of those things meant more than my comfort. So I asked myself a simple question. If this bag causes me pain, why am I giving it space in my life? And just like that, they were out. Not with resentment, but with relief. I donated two, passed one to my daughter, and sold another to someone who'd love it more than I ever could now. 2. Trendy statement bags. There was a time I loved a good statement bag. Bright red leather, oversized tassels, quilted metallics, tiny clutches shaped like flowers, bags that drew attention, sometimes more than I wanted. I kept them because they were fun, because someone once complimented them, because maybe someday I'd find the perfect outfit that needed just that pop of color. But someday never came. And every time I reached for a handbag, I'd skip over them, not because I didn't like how they looked, but because I didn't like how they felt. Too small to be practical, too loud for my taste now, too hard to match. They sat untouched, looking lovely but unloved. When I let them go, I made room for calm neutrals, easy pairings, and understated elegance. And it turns out, that version of style feels even more me. 3. Tiny clutches and micro bags. These were adorable, but completely useless in my real life. A couple of years ago, micro bags were all the rage. I bought a few on sale, thinking I'd use them for dinners out or special events. But here's the reality, I need space. For tissues, my phone, my readers, my ID, a bit of lip balm, and those tiny clutches barely held my car key. Every time I tried to use one, I'd end up leaving half of what I needed behind, or awkwardly carrying a second bag. I realized I don't want to perform elegance. I want to feel comfortable in it. So they had to go. 4. Back of the closet bags I never reached for. These were the guilt bags. The ones I paid too much for. The ones that were gifts. The ones I used to love but hadn't touched in years. I kept them out of obligation, not intention. Some had sentimental value. Others were someday bags I swore I'd use on that perfect vacation, or when I lost weight, or when I updated my wardrobe. But they weren't part of my daily life. And that meant they were just taking up mental and physical space. Letting go of these bags was emotional, but also empowering. I reminded myself that my life now matters more than the version of myself I was trying to save things for. I kept one or two for memory's sake, but only if they brought joy, not guilt. 5. Stiff and structured professional bags. These were the workhorses of my former career. Sleek, structured, meant to hold files, pens, tablets, and a change of shoes. I used to feel proud walking into meetings with them. But now, my days are slower, softer, more personal. I no longer need a bag that holds office supplies. I need one that holds what matters and leaves the rest behind. Keeping these bags felt like keeping a version of me that no longer exists. So, I let go with gratitude for what they carried, and the woman they carried it for. Every bag I let go of freed up space. On my shelf, on my shoulders, and in my mind. But more than that, it freed me from silent pressure. The pressure to get use out of something I spent money on. The pressure to match every outfit or occasion. The pressure to hold on to my past roles, appearances, and habits. And here's what I've learned. Letting go of handbags is about so much more than organizing your closet. It's about decluttering your expectations, releasing your shoulds, redefining what it means to be stylish, strong, and self-assured without carrying extra weight, literally or emotionally. So yes, heavy designer totes and trendy styles that hurt my shoulder. Out they went. Because at this stage in life, I choose peace over pressure, comfort over complexity, and a simpler style that feels true to the woman I am today. And the best part? I don't miss a single bag I let go of. After retiring, I started to see my life and my handbags through a different lens. I no longer needed a purse for every outfit, event, or impression. I needed bags that made sense for how I live now. Simple, elegant, comfortable, and easy to use. Downsizing wasn't just about space. It was about shedding expectations I didn't realize I was still carrying. At first, letting go was emotional. Each bag had a memory, a price tag, or a story attached. But once I stepped back and chose only what truly served me, something shifted. My shelf looked cleaner. My shoulders felt lighter. And more importantly, I felt free. I didn't lose anything. I gained clarity. Today, my handbag collection looks nothing like it used to. Just 12 bags, each one chosen with purpose. I love them, I use them, and most importantly, I actually reach for them. There's no more guessing, no more digging through clutter, no more shoulder strain from carrying something that doesn't serve me. Every bag has a reason to be here. They fit my lifestyle now, simple, graceful, and easy. And the impact? I feel lighter, more intentional, more in tune with who I am today. Oddly enough, with fewer bags, I feel even more stylish, because what I carry now reflects not just what I wear, but how I live. What's one bag in your collection that you never use, but just can't seem to let go of? Maybe it has a memory, a story, or a little piece of the past attached. I'd love to hear about it. Share your story in the comments. I might feature it in an upcoming video. And if this inspired you to rethink your own collection or simplify even one part of your wardrobe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. There's more to come. Simple, meaningful tips to help you feel lighter, clearer, and more confident after 60.